Hey, welcome back to Digi Bros. That was a false start.
You didn't even write down the
I got it.
time yet.
I got it.
Write it down
56:48. I can read waveforms. Oh, it's been
You're
an
a
hour
waveform.
already.
I bet I could read you.
Oh shit! Everyone's still dead.
Yeah,
Everyone's
they
dead.
stayed
Oh yeah,
dead.
you got to go back to the hospital, don't you?
Yeah. It's a good thing I have money. I remember this part always being like kind of rough. His master
I'm
bulge.
confused. How did we get? It's under an hour, but every episode is 10 minutes at least.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
What do you mean? It's six
It's
episodes.
Oh,
yeah.
we're starting episode 6. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking that was the end of episode
I have
6.
been-
Conrad is
time
reading my
and
phone
space.
and confused.
Oh, are we started already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I wrote down the time.
Welcome back to Digi Bros.
Thrilling
I already. God damn. Whatever. You guys are just gonna have to deal with it.
Oh wait, I have to go to the hospital.
Me too.
We all have to go to the hospital.
Actually, I really do
Walking
need to
down the
go to the
street.
doctor at some point and get
About what?
my maligned testicle.
Do you really have a
Oh.
maligned testicle?
I do.
Is it really
Care to
like the
elaborate?
word is maligned? Is that what they called it?
No, but that's how
Can I say that you
describe
have
it.
maligned dick syndrome? Is that possible?
Yes, I think we've discussed this already.
Really? I don't remember discussing you having malign dick syndrome.
I don't
The-
remember ever talking about your dick.
The,
You weren't here, it was
the
just me and
illness I
Conrad.
made up 5 years ago. MDS.
very real.
Malign dick syndrome, where your dick. I can't really show the the audience that it's where your dick goes like this. Is how I always describe
when it has an extreme curve to
Yes.
one side.
There's also PCD, perfectly cylindrical dick, where your
Okay.
dick is a perfect cylinder.
Like a Coke can or something?
Basically.
A soup can.
So if you have both MDS and PCD, then you have the weirdest dick possible. It's just a sideways, like, cylinder.
On this episode, we talk about dicks.
Weird dicks weird fake dicks.
Just
Weird made up
garbage.
fake dicks.
The best show on YouTube.
Just
Really,
garbage
truly.
in the trash can.
With weird dicks.
So Trevor,
Yes.
what have you been thinking about lately?
His dick, it seems.
I would have said what have you been doing, but I know all you've been doing is editing the Let's Play of this game.
And sitting around, what have I been thinking about? Where am I gonna get money? Am I gonna get a car? Am I gonna drive to Florida in like a couple months to go back to school? And just, what am I doing with my life?
What are you doing with your life?
I don't
you wanna
know.
start a life?
I changed my major.
Do you want to start a life of crime with
It's
me?
almost not like worth it to get a job at this point if you're gonna be moving back in like 2 months. Where are you gonna
I'm
work for
sure
2
I could
months?
make the money I spent in that time.
You get a job at McDonald's.
I just mean
They'll take you.
where's gonna take you for exactly 2 months.
I can lie to them.
Yeah.
And
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 say,
then
yeah, I could
disappear.
be here for like 5 months, and I just be like, oh, hey, sorry, like, I actually go to school in Florida. Bye.
Yeah.
then they're gonna, when you get your next job, they're gonna call the last job and they're gonna say, yeah, that motherfucker lied.
I don't think
Why
I've
would you use that
ever.
as a
I don't think I've
reference?
ever had a place call my previous place of employment.
Because then they'd get the truth.
I'm a good worker. What are you talking
Because
about?
then you'd be unemployed.
I've only had
Forever.
one job, which is
Working at Target.
From what I heard,
You
'cause
were
my,
gonna
I
say
almost said
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. I don't know why.
my previous manager at Vaughn's, which is a grocery store chain, which is part of Safeway in California, he used to be a manager at Target.
No.
Yes, and he said that job was the easiest job in the world compared to like what we did.
Well, sounds pretty pretentious.
Oh, he was
so-
very pretentious. He
The pretentious.
liked Sword Art Online.
Oh, why? Isn't he an adult? Like,
Yeah, he's like in his early 30s and balding and
Oh.
smelled like a gross vagina.
That's just how good it is.
Did he ever give you any information on
Your
why he
vagina
liked Sword
smells
Art
like
Online?
cabbage.
I'm pretty sure he just watched like adults. Wait, is Sword Art Online even on Adult
It is on
Swim?
Adult Swim.
It's
They've
probably
got
that.
season 2 on now.
He is also
Like
he
it for
had
the
like a
MMO.
Xbox One or something. He played Destiny a lot,
Uh,
but he also like worked out.
What a cool guy.
Sword Art Online and Destiny. That doesn't sound basic bitch as fuck.
I mean, he was all right. I mean, he did like kind of work with me as far as my schedule went. Like he'd give me the same days off every week, and it'd be 2 days in a row.
Even Derek hated Sword Art Online. I tried
Not-
to get him to watch it.
Derek,
one
if you're
time.
watching this,
I doubt that. Yeah, he didn't like it. That's the funny thing about Derek. He has great taste, but for questionable
Weird
reasons. Like everything he likes is good, but then you're never sure if he actually likes it for like any of the reasons that it is good.
Oh no, I got nighttime stuffiness.
Yeah, you're gonna die. I'm sorry.
Fuck. Do
I
I
like how you get a cold.
Do I
and
have
you just
SARS?
Hey man, they're just kids.
Trevor, what's your favorite band?
die. Oh.
Favorite musical act? I don't think we asked you this on the show before.
You have.
Was it on the show?
I don't know if it's on the show, but you have asked me before.
I know I asked you the other day.
Probably like
Bands.
toss up between like Brian Eno and Bob Dylan and
That guitar
ICP.
you worship. ICP.
and John Frusciante.
Yeah, John Frusciante.
Yes, I got it.
John Frusciante.
What about you, Brandon? Who are your favorite musical acts?
What's
Tonetta.
it? No.
Tonetta's my favorite, if you know what I mean.
What's Brandon's favorite?
Well, I
Modest
know he's
Mouse.
big
Yeah,
into
probably Modest Mouse.
Modest Mouse,
right
Guided
now.
by Voices.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
David
David
Bowie.
Bowie.
Oh yeah, David Bowie.
All that good stuff.
I mean, I got into Brian Eno because of David Bowie.
What about you,
Juice.
Josh? Favorite musical acts?
My musical act
Waylon
choices
Jennings.
are all fucked up. Because
Well,
I'm learning more and I'm discovering more and more.
He's learning,
bands.
man.
It's
Yeah.
just like Earthbound.
I've been listening to a lot more foreign acts.
Oh yeah, he was
and
telling me
I've
about
been
this.
really into like Scandinavian metal.
I see.
And
So
rock
like
music.
Amon Amarth,
Yeah, and things like that.
Opeth.
I haven't listened to Opeth in a while. There's just like I'm
He's
learning
beyond.
more and more like
Name
into
some
their
bands. I know
I don't know how to
Scandinavian
pronounce
metal.
any of them. That's the problem.
He likes Omega.
Omega's
if
good,
anyone would
man.
know what you're talking about, it would be
Like
me.
they've got fucking umlauts and things like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, I don't know how to
Umlauts.
say this.
You don't know how to.
Do you know what
Read.
exactly what genres you would consider the bands you've been listening to? What metal genres? Like
Uh,
melodic death metal or
Transcendental black metal.
transcendental black metal? Fucking liturgy.
black metal, heavy
Metal.
metal,
Just metal.
Rock and
just
metal.
metal and rock,
blues
like
metal.
literally any subgenre within there. I've listened to some band from it now.
1610
That's-
blast beat metalcore.
So what would you say is
Yeah.
your favorite right now? Favorite musical act altogether?
I'm gonna butcher the fuck out of the name.
79, 79, 79.
Spell it.
79.
Termian.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Have Google say it for us. Google.
I don't think I know this band.
Termina?
How the fuck do you say that?
Termian.
Catilot!
I've been listening to them a lot.
I don't know what that is. What do they sound like?
They have
Just
like
play some. I'll determine what genre I think it is.
Oh god.
Alright, how do I...
Sounds like glam.
This is like
I could definitely see people
like
like
dance
in a
metal.
factory
yeah,
making
it's like
sparks.
electronic metal, like with dance.
It's just like a giant
Dude,
chain
I
with a
was-
padlock
I just-
on the end.
Dude,
I've been
Yeah.
enjoying
swinging it.
you need to start listening to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, this
The Japanese band. They've done
there's
a bunch
a
of anime
Japanese
openings.
band named it.
Yes. They are a they're
Oh,
a
not the-
Could have handed it back to him.
they're a metalcore band that their first album is called Dance and Scream. And the music literally like will just switch like rapidly and violently between like club dance music and intense like breakdowns. And
Holy
like
shit.
it's just constantly switching back and forth. And like the dancey parts, the vocalist sings to a vocoder, and he's got a really
Crane.
high pitched voice. So he's like, "You got the night that I've been out there," and then it'll get to the heavy part. And it's like, "What's up?" And it's fucking awesome. They did the first Hunter x Hunter ending song.
Ooh. Yeah, that's what I've been listening to, but I don't know how to say any of their names. So when
Yeah.
people are
You saw
asking
how
me
I beat
like,
him,
"Hey,
right?
what is
Oh,
that?" I'm
Fly
like,
Honey?
I honestly
No, I
don't know.
prayed.
You should link me that band because that sounded pretty cool. That sounds like the kind of shit Boyd would like. My favorite musical acts: Death
Death
Grips,
Grips.
Shinsei Kamate-chan.
Clipping.
I wouldn't consider
Rat
Clipping a
King.
favorite.
Uh,
I wouldn't consider Rat King a favorite. They've got one good album.
Hop Along.
That's only their new album is the only one I've heard, and I've only listened to it
Um,
as of a couple weeks ago.
um,
Definitely
the Beatles.
no, not at all. Not a fan of the Beatles.
Conrad, and I quote, heard Imagine playing, I believe, and he said, "What is this gay shit?"
Did I? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
your mom
yeah.
like told me that.
That's hilarious. I don't like a lot of the Beatles, man. I
Yeah,
only-
there you go.
Whatever gets you through the night, man.
Only like a
Whatever
few
gets you
songs.
through the night.
I like "She's So Heavy." That song's good.
That's all right.
That song sounds like a doom metal song.
It's from like Let It Be, I think.
Yes, it is. It's good. I like it.
They
I
they
like "While My Guitar Gently Weeps."
That's a good one.
they kind of like popularized the idea of a concept album, I think.
Which
I
one was
do
a concept album?
Sgt. Pepper.
Yeah, Sgt. Pepper's was.
That's when they
Really
like
ahead of its time.
stopped touring.
Maybe I
Right.
should listen to that
Kill.
one.
Oh, that
'cause
wasn't
I
Magical
like
Mystery
concept
Tour?
albums.
Oh yeah, that one
That's
too.
is that
Wasn't that? Was
that
that
an
for
album?
specifically for a show? Yeah, it's an album. That's the one with
Generally, a
I Am
lot
the Walrus
of
on
my
it.
favorite albums are concept albums.
Yep.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yep.
All the Coheed and Mars Volta albums.
I think as a kid I really liked late Beatles, like, and then as I've
As a
gotten
kid.
older, I think I've looked back on their older songs.
I'm curious, Trevor, about what it is exactly that you can't stand about Coheed.
I just don't like it.
Just
I hear it and I hear that one Hawthorne Heights song.
oh God, why?
My heart is in a
They sound nothing like that.
That's what I hear, man.
Coheed's like proggy. Like all their music is like proggy sounding.
I never.
They're
really got
considered a
into it.
neo.
Yes is proggy. A neo prog. Okay.
Kill.
Well, Yes would be comparable to Coheed, more so than fucking Hawthorne Heights.
I don't know, man. Yes is pretty good. I don't really care much for Code and Camera.
Oh yeah, I also like Steely Dan.
Steely
Dan's
Dan kicks
great.
ass.
I've ridden the Steely Dan.
I feel like we make this joke in our movies. and mention Steely Dan.
Oh yeah. You know I wrote a pony version of Dirty Work.
Really?
Why?
Yeah, back in the day.
You should
Oh.
When I first got into My Little
light
Pony,
yourself on fire.
I was trying to write a bunch of pony versions of songs, but then I could never find instrumental versions of those songs to sing over. So then I tried to get people to like help me make instrumental versions, but nobody wanted to.
Fucking frogs. Frogs.
But it was a song about how Celestia constantly gets her students to do her dirty work for her, which is true.
That Dirty Work MLP AMV.
Yeah,
Dirty
that would
Deeds.
be great.
Done cheap.
All right, that's the end of this episode of Digi Bros.
Let me talk
So
We're gonna talk about something else
next time on
time.
Digi Bros,
We'll probably talk about music again.
Yeah.
maybe so, or maybe we'll talk about dicks again.
No.
Perfectly
Music
cylindrical dicks.
about dicks.
Music.
That's just Tenetta.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
Tonetta.